Hey guys, this is my guide to merchanting. It will analyze market patterns and all types of things in order to create a successful merch. Now many of you may be wondering, why should I merchant? Well, the main reason why you should merchant is that it creates a double whammy effect with your other money making techniques. The great thing about merchanting is you don't really have to do anything in order to make money, you just have to leave offers in the grand exchange. In terms of cash flow, I'd recommend having at least, I'd say 10 mil, or merchanting won't be profitable at all. Now, in regards to clan merchanting, many people believe that clan merchanting is just a scam. Well, it really isn't. The main thing is that when, like Chessio18, they say that they're going to buy out dragon legs to 1.25 mil, but everyone realizes that will never happen, except they need people to have confidence in the item they're buying out. So, the main thing that you have to realize is they're probably going to dump at least 500k lower than their estimated price in terms of this item, because they're never going to have enough buyout power to get the item that high in price, because at some point people are going to begin to sell because they get afraid. But if Chessie were to set the price, say she said dragon leg 750k, everyone would dump earlier than that because everyone expects everyone to dump earlier. So clan merchanting can be extremely profitable. However, if you're in the clan chat and this is the first time you're in the CC, don't ever go into a clan chat and see, oh, they're buying out this item, maybe I should buy that too. Don't do that. Wait until they're buying a new item and be the first people to get your offer in, and only offer for the first couple updates. And then after that, let everyone else carry the tide. And at some point, you're going to be able to just sell your items, and you're going to be able to get out earlier than everyone else. Now, I've made probably a good 15-20 mil off Chessie CC, probably a good 10 mil off Grand Merchant CC. But if there's one group of people I would not recommend merchanting with, it's Gold Merch. Gold Merch basically scams everyone, and same with Smoking Mills. Like, they tried to get Dragonstones at 200k, even though they had already pushed them to 100k. Like, why would they even try to keep going on that merch? But the main thing is, just if you're gonna clan merch, be smart about it. Only buy in the first couple updates and you should be okay. I would venture to say that there are two types of solo merchanting. One type is flip merchanting, which you basically ride market trends, and I'll elaborate on that later. And the other type is investment merchanting, in which you basically buy an item by looking at what it's doing in prices, and you guess on whether or not a merchanting clan will buy it out. And the best way to pick an item for investment merchanting is to go to the RuneScape homepage and go to Game Guide and scroll down to Grand Exchange, and this will be opening up the Grand Exchange database. Now, you're probably going to want to look for a few different items. Now, there's quite a wide price range for items you may consider to buy, but I'd say most items you want are going to be between 25k and 1 mil. So, first, look at most valuable traded items. Now, right now, the most valuable traded items are pretty much all going up in price. As a result of PvP, not many people are going and doing the other types of activities that could bring these items into the game. So right now is a really risky time to be buying the items that are on this list. However, if you scroll down to the items that are less than a mil, you may think about buying, well, let's see here. Let's see, Infinity Boots, maybe I'll buy them. Alright, the 30-day graph of these. Now, if we look at Infinity Boots, we can see that this is probably an item that we would not want to buy. And one of the main factors that's contributing to this item is the fact that it is no longer a PvP drop with a new system, so it's unclear how high this item will reach in price. But this is going to be the case for most items probably for the next month until they completely stabilize. Let's see if we can buy out if we can not buy them out, but check and see if they would be a good merch. Right now, it looks like they're pretty much at their stable price right now, and I believe Gold Merch just finished merchanting this item. So if we bought them now, we could hope that another clan would buy them out in the near future, and we might be able to shave, it looks like, 30 to 40k profit per seed. Now, that could happen, so right here I'd say would be the default price. And on any item, you might want to buy right here. Never buy like right here because it could still crash another 10k from there. And definitely never buy up here. So that's what you're going to try to look for the items. Just look at the stable prices and look at the max prices and see how much profit you could possibly make. Alright, here's the 30-day graph for maple tree seeds. Now, it looks like the stable price for maple seeds is about here, which is about 29.5k each. And since the minimum price is 29.7k, you might think about buying quite a few of those seeds at lowest price if you can. See if you can leave the offer in, because if a clan tries to buy them out, they seem to have elevated about a week ago to 36k each. So that could be a 7k profit per seed, and you can probably buy a lot more of them because they're a lower price. Now, these are just the items you might be trying to watch. So the point is, invest in an item at its stable price and guess if a merchanting clan is going to buy them out, and that's basically investment merchanting. The other type of solo merchanting is flip merchanting. Now, this is a kind of high maintenance type of merchanting, but it can be incredibly profitable if you find the correct items. Now, if you do find the correct item to merchant, it's best not to tell people, because in this type of merchanting, it doesn't work after you tell people. Now, which I'm going to show you an item which has worked in the past. I don't know if it works now, but if you go to the Grand Exchange database, and your flip merchanting is basically just trying to buy an item at a low price within the market range and then selling higher. And if you buy them in high volume, you can shave a 5% profit per unit of an item that you want to buy. So go to most traded, and these are the items that you may consider buying. Now, when looking through this list and looking for an item, you may want to consider items that you're looking for sink or swim items. Now, the most common item I think of when I think of flip merchanting is shark. Now, if you think of the personality of the people who buy sharks, you think that when they want to buy sharks, they're not going to wait, and they're not going to offer maybe a couple GP higher than middle price when they're trying to buy sharks. They're going to try to buy as quickly as possible because the main people who use these are PKers. Now, if we look at sharks, it may be a difficult item to flip right now because it's so unstable. But the point is that if we buy 2.5% lower than market price, and then we end up selling 2.5% higher than market price, we can shave a 5% profit on the fact that people, when PKers, they don't care what price they buy. They wouldn't care if they bought 50 GP higher. So they would offer max price, and you're going to want to sell at that price. And maybe when someone cooks sharks, they're just going to try to sell lowest. So you're trying to be the middleman in the thing. So here we go. Now, what you have to think about when you're merchanting items is the fact of like times of day. When oftentimes people might want to buy sharks at a higher price, say at 2 p.m. than they would like 3 a.m. So you have to adjust the prices you buy at based on the time of day and the day of the week. So you have to look at that. So you go to shark. Now, right now it's 2 p.m. So I might have to buy higher than mid, but for now we're going to try buying one middle price, see what happens. Okay, see, sharks right now are not buying mid. I would say wait 30 seconds, and if you can't buy, then you're going to have to adjust your merchant and see if you cannot buy it, see what price you can buy stably. So, alright, when you merchant, just be patient. That's the best tip I can give you. Don't become one of those sink and swim people who just tries and offers lowest. Everyone makes mistakes, and sometimes you'll buy an item that doesn't work particularly well. Just try to find another item and don't worry about it. That's the best I can give you, and I hope this guide helped you. And good luck with merchanting. I'm sure you'll make quite a bit of cash off of it.